Okay. Okay, yeah, there's my microphone. Alright. Okay. This isn't gonna be very entertaining, I don't think. I mean, okay. I'm gonna try to make a thing. And I'm going to try to game dev my way through this. So if you're watching, don't expect any fireworks or anything too interesting. This is mainly because I have a ton of marketplace assets. And I feel like I need to use them, so I'm gonna make a thing, like a one-level game thing using some marketplace assets. We'll see how far I get. I'm not planning to do more than an hour or two, so I'm just gonna kind of get to it. I have a general idea in mind. I'm thinking Mario 64-esque era 3D platform style thing, since that kind of goes with the platformer starter kit that was on the marketplace that I downloaded quickly, that most of us downloaded quickly. So okay. Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay, Unreal is like letting me know that it hates me right now. So anyway, yeah, this isn't gonna be, if I'm like silent, you know, I gotta think my way through a lot of this stuff. So I mean, it shouldn't be. I have a general idea of how this is gonna go. So first, I need to import some assets. That's how you know I'm desperate, is like I'm like saying out loud what I'm doing that's like right in front of the screen. It's like, and then I'm gonna put my mouse over this thing, and then I'm gonna click on it. Once I click on it, alright. So I made some custom animations for the RPG hero set that that they had released for free, which was way awesome. Yeah, it's this one. Interestingly enough, like they rigged it to the epic skeleton. The proportions on this character are a little strange. Oh, people are in the chat. Sorry. Hey guys. Oh, that's my buddy Omega Ace. Totally makes sense. Thanks guys for stopping by. How is learning code going? Learning code is going good. I'm like, I'm pretty comfortable with C#, and I'm going to start learning C++. C++ is the big one, man. If I like, once I get into C++, I feel like I'll be on top of the world. You know, it's just something that's holding me back. I gotta say, man, like I have had a big issue with like my own ambition, where I like just start committing to things or getting people to like get these grandiose ideas and then never following through, and I feel awful about like that, because I always get I always get like in trouble with that, where it's just like I want to like do things and I have these ideas and then like there's just zero follow through, and like I just like it's been taking a toll on me. So like I feel like if I had a little bit more knowledge of stuff, I'd be more comfortable with committing to like more to like things more realistically. That's the idea anyway. I need to switch this mesh out. Scale that up. There's a ton of assets in here. Oh man, a wizard. Let's see. Oh, okay, there's just like whole characters, or I can just create one. Oh wow, so like they give you whole meshes, or you can create through piecemeal. Executioner. The Executioner dude looks kind of dope. All the animations they have is for this elite dude. This is like a free like character set that they have going on right now, John, for the May assets on the Epic Marketplace, I believe, and it gives you like a ton of them. They're all low poly, and you can like freeform them. I'll say right now the proportions are a little strange, but if you can get past that, how does it know that the mesh can go? So the way that works is like, here, I'll just choose this one. It's like super low poly. So like the skeletal mesh, like inside of this inside the character blueprint, it will like the actual skeletal mesh will let you choose whatever, but like the animations when you import them, like just I'll show you this real quick. When you import them, you have to select the skeleton that goes to this particular mesh, and then it will know that it can actually play those animations for that skeleton. It's just that this mesh also happens to be using a form of the epic skeleton, but like it's using the same bones, but proportion-wise, it's different. And you can totally use the normal epic skeleton with it too, but I'd rather just use their version of the epic skeleton, if you know what I mean. Like their version of the epic skeleton that has these proportions. That way I don't have to mess with it. But this mesh can use all these custom animations that I just imported. But if you were you could go to the mannequin and potentially use those animations on this one if you wanted to, but the proportions would be super off. Give me a second, I want to close my door. Okay. Okay, so I have. How does it know that the separate? Oh, you would like. They're all like. Let me actually take a look, because sometimes they. That's a good question. Let me just take a look and see how they actually have it set up, because they have pieces. They are imported as separate. Oh yeah, they're all imported as separate pieces. But they all are. But like for instance, the boots. Gosh, if How do they divide these things up? Sorry, hold on, let me... okay, modular body parts, here we go. So these are all like the modular body parts, but every single one, like for instance, the hair, just load this up. You see how they actually, oh my god, Unreal, I'm so sorry I offended you. Okay. Yeah, so like this hair still has the skeleton, right? But it's just the hair. So you would basically be putting multiple skeletons on top of each other, but you would only be rendering that piece. Yeah, seriously, working on a working on making some toast. But if it's the only time it affects performance is if it is in rendering. Since the skeletons, it's using the same skeleton technically, so it's only doing one calculation for one skeleton. It's just that the engine represents it as multiple skeletons. But the data itself, from what I've read in the documentation, is only being called once because it's the same skeleton. From what I understand, I haven't read that piece of documentation in a while, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works, because that's what they do. Okay. I have to. Okay, I have to make. So I made this pack is actually really cool because it comes with a bunch of. Let's see. Does it affect the skeleton bone count limit? No, it does not, because it's not adding any bones. That's what I thought. I thought that it was like, multiple bones, but it actually doesn't. It's still, since it's just the one set of bones, it actually doesn't. The only time I think that you change or affect that limit is if you start messing with vertex painting in your art program. So like, if you go in and start messing with vertex weights, then you start adding more bones to those vertexes, and that's the only time that changes. But I never do that. I think only crazy people go in and do that. Like, I know for Fortnite, they have to constantly adjust vertex weights because, you know, they're putting like unicorn faces on stuff. Yeah, seriously, for vertex painting, not a fun pastime for anyone, really. It's the less vertex painting you do, the better. It's the better for your health, just, you know, all around better. Let's see. So see, there's two UE4 mannequin skeletons I can choose, but if you look at where they're located, like this path is under that Modular RPG's Hero Pack. Let me choose this one, just so it knows. Let's see. Idle. Walk down. I'm gonna like super like tutorializing this. No, it's like I'm talking about skin weighting when you're rigging. Like skin weighting to bones. Yeah, exactly. Weight painting, yeah, further rigging. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Because you were talking about the joint limit, and joint limits are like vertex is taken into account in joint there is an issue with weight painting. Only if you go in and change the weights after the fact. Like, for instance, like let's say you have boots and they're weighted a certain way on the feet, and then you have it on your character, and then after the fact you go in and put in new boots, but those have like a strap that goes up the leg and you need to weight that strap to the thigh or something. Then that started those joint, that affects your joint count some way. I don't know exactly how, but I know it adds to the joint limit because those vertexes are addressing a joint that wasn't there before. They do that on Fortnite because, like, in Fortnite, you know, they have like horse heads that they're adding on characters, or like flamethrowers and big backpacks and crap, and they have to constantly watch that. I'm just dropping as much knowledge as I can. Okay. I'm just gonna throw in a normal idle. So this is gonna be 600. Idle walk. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's walk normal. Let's play. Can Esteban remember what he named his animations? Okay. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. So I got that. Now I need to make an animation blueprint. Need to pick the right skeleton. Always use a good naming convention, kids. Oh my god, I'm one of those jerks that don't watch Game of Thrones and always complain about everybody liking Game of Thrones. One of my buddies was like gushing over the ending of Game of Thrones, but I don't know enough about that series or any. I have never watched that series, so I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna comment. Well, see, there you go. We're all jerks. We don't. Something Jon Snow. That's all I know. That's all I know. State mission. Base motion. I'm gonna just cache this immediately. Oh, what the hell? What? There is no entry state? Oh. Well, that's because I haven't made it yet. Oh yeah, that's my buddy Jose. Jose meet John, John meet Jose. Yeah, we've been playing PS3 for years. Been playing fighting games and Smoking noobs together online. It's great. It's great. Good times. I know John when I used to work at GoDaddy. And then I didn't. That's fine. I don't dwell on the past. John's cool. Him and his lady are have some really cool things in the pipeline. And I think they're like fellow creatives. And they've got some really cool stuff that they're working on, and they're really good at what they do. He does, John. He's a force to be reckoned with. So is his girlfriend. They're both really awesome people. I have no shame, John. I have none. I have zero shame. Zero. I will plug anybody. That means giving people some money. I'll do it. Do anything for money. Jose knows my price. You know, I've done this anim blueprint setup like a billion times. I don't know why I just don't save this setup as a pack. Oh wait, I can't. That's right. I always ask myself, I'm like, why don't I just export this as a package and save it? Oh, my dog opened my door. Anime is trash, and so am I. Actually, I'm looking to get my Weeb card back, John, but man, the anime just keeps getting trashier. There's that anime that's like full of nothing but what was it, the anime about girls' stockings? Like, it literally is just about schoolgirls wearing stockings. Man. It's right up Jose's alley, though. It's just one of those things. They know what they're selling. They know what they're selling. I'm just gonna cast this because whatever. Third person character, because why not? Why not? It's valid. It's valid. There, redeem thyself. I mean, I'm willing to. I'm willing to get trashy, John. I'm willing to get a little trashy. Oh, that looks cool, Demon Slayer. Actually, like, I was actually kind of into Goblin Slayer for a little bit. I have to commit, though. That's like my biggest problem with any of this. Is like committing. I will give that anime a look. I've been actually like thinking about just watching some of my older stuff that I've got lying around. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, let's just get velocity. Length. This is speed. Man, like, so on the side, I've been like using Lumberyard, like Amazon Lumberyard, their game engine, and like it's, you know, it's usable if you've got a good team, but man, like it's nowhere near it. Its accessibility level is oh god, you know, like the best thing they've got really going for them, I'll say, is their license, because it's like they have like, it's like royalty free, like you can use it. And yeah, not the Amazon overlords. I mean, like it's royalty free, and like if you make a game that doesn't require networking or whatever, it's, you know, then it's yours. So I mean, it's like, if you're gonna, if anything, it's the license that you would probably use it for. That said, I'm kind of into figuring stuff out with it. I don't know. Like, it's just, maybe I'm just nuts. I'm just crazy like that. But I mean, you know, I'll show the stuff I've been working on that. Like, it's funny because like whenever I get far on that, like, it's usually like something very basic, like I made my character jump, which took me like 3 days to figure out. It took me 3 days to figure out how to get a character to jump in Amazon Lumberyard. I was like, oh my god, like you have to code everything yourself on there. And I use their like visual scripting language, which is like Script Canvas, which is like it's like Blueprints, but then everything's renamed. And I'm just like, I gotta figure out how all this stuff works. Some of the nodes aren't even visible. You have to kind of make them visible. It's a whole thing. Anyway. Okay, so now I should be able to call this use cache. Right. Have you seen twin motion? Why does that sound familiar? Twin motion. What is that? Twin motion. Is that a game engine? Motion play? Maybe that's probably not. It's a previous tool for like architecture for Unreal. Oh! I was like, that sounded familiar. I think I've ever heard of it, but twin motion. Oh, okay. That's not great. Oh, that's right. That's right. They acquired them. Okay, now I remember reading about that. But the it's charts. Oh, I bet. Yeah, it because it's like it's more for like previous stuff, so they don't need like all the functionality. That's, yeah. That looks cool. Like, if I had like a better computer, I'd mess with some ArchViz stuff. Nice. That's good. That's good. I mean, speed is of the essence, man. Like anything that can make your workflow better. Okay, is he gonna? Oh wait, hold on. I have to give this a Yeah, there we go. Yeah, man. Like every other like editor out there is like really trying to make the ease of use stuff like approach for like better, you know, like because Unreal is definitely really top heavy, but like every other game editor out there is trying to like do the whole ease of use thing. But if Unreal just does it better, then that's. I mean, Unreal is like they are like ahead of the curve in a lot of things. You know, it's fun. You know what's funny? I just recently realized that, or I was because I was thinking I wanted to, like, I have this thing where I like to learn game engines and stuff, and I looked at CryEngine. You know that CryEngine isn't going to have ray tracing until May of next year? Like, CryEngine not gonna have ray tracing until May of next year. And like both Unity and Unreal have ray tracing already. like dude, I don't even know what happened to CryEngine. Like, whatever happened to CryEngine? Yeah, dude, like I looked at the roadmap and they're just like, yep, no ray tracing until next year in May. I was like, what? Yeah, dude, I don't know, like, I would love to be the fly on the wall on that company, because, like, something happened. Like, something happened between, like, Crysis 3 and Far Cry that was just, like, they went super silent, and then, like, there was a bunch of disgruntled employees, and then, like, just silence from them. And it's like, people are still making games with CryEngine, but like I super don't know what happened. But like this is just like every time you heard like from CryEngine or Crytek, and it was just like something bad, and just like what happened? Like I want to know what happened. Yeah, I don't think it did. It seemed very much like they were just kind of phoning it in. Yeah, I don't think that helped either. I mean, it just. I remember when Crysis 1 came out, and like when I was in school, like, you know, I remember like wanting to learn CryEngine, you know, badly. I was just like, I want to be so cool that I know CryEngine. Boy, I was, like, if only I knew better, you know. Now it's like they're like the last on the curve. Like I think Godot is gonna get ray tracing before them. I'm just, you know, hell, at this point I wouldn't be surprised if Game Maker gets ray tracing before them. It's so crazy. Lumberyard, I don't know what their plans for ray tracing are, but. Let's see. Jump. And follow. This one has to be a ratio. Time remaining is less than equal to. Let's do 0.2. Let's see where that takes us. Did you hear about the 2000 series NVIDIA card? Yeah, NVIDIA is like getting real, aggressive with that stuff. Like, it's getting to the point where you're like, with I think heating is gonna like become like more and more of an issue. I'm waiting for the day where I can just like fry an egg on my computer with how much power it's burning through. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is like Epic is on top of like all of that technology. They're like super on top of it, which is why like they are like aggressively they have like aggressively just made all these moves to like get into every industry, and now it's like every industry uses them because they're like, you know, they are like there. Okay, let's moment of truth. Let's see what this guy does. I'm gonna have to speed up that jump. It feels a little sluggish. All the dynamic lighting, all the baking. Yeah, I know. That's not what I wanted. Well, let's see. It's almost like he's army rolling whenever he just falls off a ledge. Wasn't what I was planning with that kind of. It looks kind of neat. See, like when he falls off the ledge, he's supposed to be free falling like that. He runs like a dude in a mascot costume. That's how it feels. And it looks like he's kind of skating. Whatever. This isn't even going to be a thing. This isn't even going to be a serious thing. Where's his run? His normal run. I'm going to just... 1.2. Do a 1.3. The walk cycle isn't playing at the same speed as transitioning in the environment. Yeah, he's kind of sliding his feet. I can make some adjustments on that. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect because like it's whatever. I'm just kind of doing this to. His normal walk seems okay. It's still kind of slidey. Yeah. Yeah, he does seem like he's ice skating. He's gonna be the ice skating knight. Although that's a good question. Let me actually go back into a Kitsu. Do I? Okay. That's the. Let's go into the run. Yeah, I do have him kind of ice skating in the actual the actual animation. Oh well. I spent most of today kind of messing with that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think of a solution. Yeah, it's like like it's sticky. I have to think of a solution. I don't really feel like animating that at the moment because I like spent a lot of time animating all his stuff today. So let's see. Thanks. No, I get you, man. I get you. No, his animations do need some work. Like I'm definitely not defending these animations. I just. Yeah, right. Listen to Jose. Jose knows what's up. No, they definitely do need to be worked on. I just don't want to do any more animating today. I'm just being lazy. That's what I'm doing. It's too floaty. Okay, that's the thing I gotta actually mess with here is the movement. I'm gonna bring this over here to my other window, so I apologize. That's right. That's what it is. It's prototyping. No one's gonna play this. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna make a build, so you guys are welcome to play this once I'm done. But people probably aren't gonna play this, right? They're not related by blood, so it's not illegal, John. Oh man. Air control boost multiplier. Okay, that's right. I don't. If I take that to zero. Oh man. What? You don't like Aromanga Sensei references in 2019? uh, let's see. Uh, P. Officer. That's right. Oh man. Let's see. Friction to apply. Let's see. That's right. I need somebody needs to call the cops on me. I am not right in the head. It's why it's so hard for for me to find just a good anime to. Okay. Messing with these values isn't the funnest thing. I'm just messing with the character movement values. Here, I will show what I was messing with here in just a second. I'm trying to stop him from being so floaty. what I'm trying to stop. I basically kind of want him to stop on a dime, really, in the air. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. It was just like, I wanted, like, mainly I just wanted more air control. So, like, you can air control him pretty well now. That feels a lot better. Okay, let's, lateral deceleration following and not applying 0. Let's set that to 0. Let's see what that does. Because basically, I want you to be able to kind of change your mind if you jump. You're like, oh, no, I don't want to make that jump. Think about a lot of those older 3D platformers was like the jumping mechanics. Whoops. Did I? Oh no, I did. Okay. Like the jumping, like if you can't like maintain your jumping. Let's see. Friction. So this should make it so that I stop on a dime. Yeah, well, I don't stop on a dime, but there's some friction in the air. And his gravity's a little floaty, so I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need to give him more gravity. And then I'm gonna need to up his Z velocity, I'm pretty sure. But let's see how this goes. Yeah, so his jump is really shallow right now, which is fine. I upped it. I upped his gravity by 0.5, so I need to up this velocity by 100, let's say. Let's start there. Let's start there at 100. Okay, I'm gonna up that just a little more. That's starting to feel a lot better. So 750. The transition, time for his jump is a little let's see. Let's see. What controls? Here we go. Play rate is 1. I don't want to loop this one. Let's up this. I just want to make it feel a little more instant. Yeah, sure. Alright. There is my ice skating animation. It's just ice skating. But it is starting to feel pretty good. I do need to make him jump a little higher though. Let's try this. Gonna take. I'm gonna change the distance that camera is. I'm gonna bring that camera out. Let's see. Socket offset. I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. Just to frame it a little better. I don't know if I'm gonna have some time to work on the camera. Camera down just a bit. About right there. Okay. So basically what I was doing just now is messing with these movement settings. Like all those jump settings were right here, and they're jumping and falling. So basically, I upped his gravity by 0.5, so usually it's 1. Then because the gravity is stronger, he needs a stronger jump velocity. So it was like 600, now it's like 900, and then that just kind of makes the jump feel a little more snappy. and then his air control is at 1. Usually it's at 0, but now it's at 1. And that gives you the ability to kind of change his air control direction a lot easier. Just save that. And then these boost multipliers, I was kind of messing around with it. This lateral friction, basically, it's like if it makes the jump feel like it prevents your jump from like floating off in a given direction, and you having to like fight to change like velocity. So now like instead of like floating to one side, now you can just change direction in midair pretty easily. And then like if you jump and you stop applying, like if I just keep holding a direction, I'm flying like in any which way. But if I just jump and then stop, he just kind of stops floating in that direction. So we're doing all right. We're doing pretty well. I'm actually quite happy with this. What time is it? Ooh, boy. Okay. Later than I thought. Okay. That's fine. That is okay. I'm going to do something. So basically, like, I'll just make this. Oh, that's their stuff. That's fine. I'm going to make another blueprint. I'm going to make a collectible. Yeah, okay. Let's actor. Something for you to collect. Now this platformer kit does have coins. Yes, it does. Platformer kit comes with a lot of cool stuff. At the risk of copying Mario 64, I'm gonna use this yellow coin. Oops. I'm going to give this a mesh component. Here we go. Mesh. I don't really care to like use a timeline to make this damn thing spin, but no, screw it. I will if I, because I must. Transform rotation. Here we go. Set actor rotation. I'm going to do this on the coin mesh. Okay, that one. Rotation. Set rotation. Around the Z, so I'm going to split the struct pin, and I'm going to plus 1. Okay. Can I do that? Just drag this into the scene. Oh. Well, alright, whatever. It's back when I was like, okay. Oh, no problem, dude. I'm just over here making collectibles. Alright, let me see. Let's see. Get world rotation. I wanted to make like a one level thing. Yeah, really, it's just like a one level 3D platformer thing. I'll just make a build of like, you know, single level. It'll be real simple. And I just wanted to mainly just have an excuse to just use these assets, to be honest. Super Spiral Bandicoot 64. And this guy doesn't really look like a dragon. Why are you not rotating? Oh, it's because he's not on tick. Alright, I'm gonna do a no-no. Ukulele? Man. The thing about that game, man, is that like people like, you know, ukulele actually did what they said they were gonna do, but like, you know, yay, it spins, it spins, it spins. Okay, that game hit me sad. See, but that's the thing though, is that like that game was exactly what they said it was going to be. Um, it basically it, it was like the gameplay, from what I understand, like it basically played exactly like an old Banjo-Kazooie game, like from that N64 era, where it still had the same problems that old 3D platformers had. Like, yeah, and like it just like it had like that amount of polish. Like, I don't know, like it seemed like they had made the game that they set out to make, but it was like there's a reason they don't make games like that anymore, you know? Like those old 3D, you know, N64 style platformers, you know, it's just, even though like here I am making one. so I guess I'm no better. I'm sitting here making 3D platformers. Uh, yeah, don't listen to me. I'm just incorrect about everything. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Yeah, nice and huge. Okay. Typically you wouldn't use tick for that, but you know what? I just feel like getting crazy. Break that down into a function. It's going to sit there nice and neat on tick. That's definitely true. You always are like, oh man, like it must be easy to make 2D games. But like having like also been working on a 2D game, 2D games are also pretty hard to make. Let's see. Speaking of my 2D game, you can also play my 2D game. Yeah, true that. If you say you're going to make a video game, me and Jose had this conversation. If you say you're going to make a video game, it is a lot bigger of an undertaking. Do you see the PlayStation documentary about the new God of War? No, I haven't seen that yet. I saw it. I need to watch that. I'll probably watch that tomorrow. Yeah, Jose knows about. We've had the discussion about balancing fighting game characters. Yeah, I know. I love watching stuff about that. Cast to third-person character. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna see some people always want rosters of 40 plus characters have balance of. Yeah, I know. Man, I can't even imagine working for Riot Games or like working on Dota where they've got like more than that. You gotta balance all those characters and all of those like moves. Good lord. I'm going to add this to the game mode. Coin count. We're going to make this an int. Collected. Yeah, dude, like, oh my god, League is insane. I can't even imagine at this point having a discussion about adding a character. God, that'd be a nightmare. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of mobile stuff and VR stuff in this base that I don't even need. Okay. Game mode. Third person game mode. Current game mode. Now I have a reference. Got a reference. New champion lawsuit after that employee scandal. Man, it's no joke, John. It's no joke, man. Like, you're always on fire. I'm telling you, dude. Like, they definitely are busy over there, right? It's like, can you like, can y'all just like balance these characters while we deal with like 5 different lawsuits? Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Actually, you guys are about to see me do like a bunch of scripting gymnastics here, if you'll excuse me. Current player pawn. Yeah, for real. The world might be falling apart when it may not. When it really isn't. But people make it so. Isn't that what Shakespeare said? Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so. I got that from the Final Fantasy 15 trailer. Okay, man, this is gonna be some scripting gymnastics. Okay. Get current game mode. And then we're going to int plus int. You know what? Screw this. Let's make everything a variable. Let's do it. Everything's a variable. Everything is a variable. Everything is a variable. You get a variable, and you get a variable. You get a variable. Destroy actor. Oh man, okay. Let me see if this works. Nope. Let's see. I bet this will have to do with overlappability. Well, it's supposed to be in blocking. Let's see. Overlap only pawn. Let's try that. Well, I knew this might happen. Print what you think this is. I am interested to know what you think I am. I can't overlap on anything with that. So I'm going to do a sphere collision. Overlap all dynamic. Sphere radius. Okay, there we go. So it just needed some basic collision. There it is. Okay. So it just needed some basic collision. I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna make this project even more top heavy. Because why not? Let's yeah, whatever. I'll just the hell did I name this project? I've got like all these like unfinished projects. Oh, this is embarrassing. Here we go. Oh. I feel like, so Anthem is dead, which shocked no one. Yeah, I kind of like, I was kind of expecting that, but then when it actually happened, I was like, I don't really like that had to happen, you know? Because like I was actually like really excited, or like not really excited, but I was kind of excited for Anthem, but then I was like, is EA really just gonna let that game like die, you know? Yeah, you're right. It didn't have to happen, and like, I was like, are they just gonna send that game out to die? But they kind of did. Yeah, I know, man. Like, they look like that. That's the biggest problem. Jose, Soul Calibur 6 is not dead. You still have a happy, merry group of people that are playing and getting online and getting mad and teabagging. 3 months, yeah, man. Like they that's the problem with games as a service. Like they just you put out a game and its sole purpose is to bring in money. Not even top 50 played games for. Yeah, I know. Like the whole point of it was it just being like constantly updated and delivering content. But now that this happened, like there's no way you can play it really. Like I mean, if they're not supporting it, there's no real point in playing Anthem, right? Like that's what happened to Destiny 1 for me. Like More edgy teen content, more dancing and memes. Look, I mean, not everyone can be Fortnite, right? I bet you don't even know what the Orange Justice is. Can you even do the Orange Justice? Death Reaper XX666 track. That sounds like a guy that would play Soul Calibur. And I heard tons of stuff about how bad the game's development was. Yeah, I know, me too. I'm gonna test some of these coin pickup sounds. I super apologize if these are loud and annoying. Ha! I like that one. Dark Void. That's the one where the dude has the spinning blade disc, right? Or am I thinking of another game? Or is it the one with the jetpack? The Rocketeer like jetpack one. I have that game. It's sitting on my shelf right now. It's like collecting dust. And John just going in. John's just going in. Yay! All right, now I gotta turn that sound down. You definitely not, man. I'm gonna turn that sound down just a wee tad. See, like a comparison between the two games. Maybe play settings. That's the same game. Yeah. I mean, like, it's like if you're trying to make like a persistent world game, but then your world stops being persistent because you stop supporting it, then your game is just like an empty shell. That's the problem with like games as a service. Oops. Okay. Cool. So So I heard that dev team wasn't allowed to compare Anthem to Destiny in their discussions about the game. Don't admit they're the same. They're not the same. I guess I can see how that might make sense in somebody's mind, but all right. Not too bad. Not too shabby. I could put in some music, but make a blueprint that randomizes the sounds of picking up points from pulling of sounds. I could do that. I could do that. That wouldn't be too hard. It's actually a pretty good idea. What time is it? I think I will do that, John. I'm gonna. That way it breaks up the repetitiveness. Yeah, absolutely. Variable type. Ah, God. Okay. Sound base. Okay. Okay. I didn't break anything. I did not break anything. Swear I know what I'm doing. And pull this out here. I had to pull this out in the other window. Okay, cool. So I made an array and I set it to audio cues. So now all I gotta do is get the array and then get by an index by a sound index. And then I do random integer in range 0 to 9. Wait, is he random integer between the min and the max? Okay, greater than or equal to. That's cool. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So, essentially, I've made an array that's holding 10 sounds, and it's going to pick a random number between 0 and 9, so between 1 through 10, essentially, and it's going to play that sound. So, let's see if this works. If this works, this is all credit goes to John. He shall take the glory. Shall take all the glory for this idea. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, John. That's for you, bud. That's yours. Take that. You can take that with you. That worked like a charm. Sweet. Yeah, it definitely breaks up the randomness. Okay. Alright. Well, that was easy. That was a very good solution for that, John. Thank you very much. Okay. Alright, so what that whole process that I just did with that collectible was some nice scripting gymnastics. How open would you be for an idea? Go for it, man. Lay it on me. Collecting coins makes counter increase. Acts as a bank. Like a coin count, right? Like it's like just it keeps track of your coins. When the player when the player collects a colored coin, like a blue coin activates an ability. And the coins begin to count down like a timer. Like a super jump. Oh, I see. So the coins would be like spent like so you can use the ability as long as you have coins. Got you. Okay, so it counts down at a certain rate. When you run out, the ability goes away. Interesting. Because I already I did just implement a counter, like to count how many coins you have. So yeah, that's a good idea. I think I can implement something like that. What I actually wanted to do right now, because I'm running out of time here, but I'm going to work on this tonight, is I actually wanted to make a level. But I shall keep that idea in mind, because I think I'm going to work on this tomorrow. Just saying you can make a level where you run around and collect enough coins to power up and the super jump. Yeah, no, I dig it. Like, collecting your coins, run over to the obstacle and make the jump to the end of the level. Yeah, no, I get where you're going with it. Like, I'm thinking like because like since coins are finite, and if you know, like fail the jump like over the obstacle or something, then you would essentially have to start over. So I'm thinking like I still like the mechanic, but I'm thinking like maybe that would be something for like a bonus level or like a challenge level or something. Um, but I don't know. I could play with the idea. I do like the idea because like using coins as a currency is a really good idea because like that's what coins should be used for, is to spend. Like just having them kind of collect and counting score afterwards kind of boring. So I do like the idea of using them for something. Um, I mean, I'll think on it, but if you want, you can also have a think on it too. I mean, I'm not like saying it's a bad idea because I do actually really like the idea. I'm going to. Where's the platformer? Meshes. Here we go. Oh, and they got crates and everything. I do also have animations for attacks. I have 2 attack animations because I can equip a sword. So you can also think about, if you want, you can also think about, you know, stuff that has to do with like melee attacks. I have, here, let me pull them up. I have 2 generic ones. I have one that's like an overhead slash, and then I have one that's like a spin. So can mess around with those ideas. Let's see, platformer. What was that? Oh, here we go. Okay, so a grass block. A grass block. These are all like modular. Just throw a grass block in here. And oh, there are no lights in here. Let's oh god. Is it like still running textures, or do I need to? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I need to put a light in here, like a skylight, directional light or something. Yay! Yay! Okay. I'm gonna put a skylight in here, and then I'm just oh god, what happened? Is that the cloud? What is? Oh, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting. These are huge. Okay, I was not expecting that. Yeah, for real. Actually, let me just throw my dude in here. Oh wow, he's okay. He's bigger than I was really expecting him to be. I'll just do that. And that's more the size I was expecting. I mean, I could just make the individual blocks bigger, but I don't like how like the textures tend to stretch once I do that. Oops. Ah, crap. Forgot I gotta do this. Or else it makes two run. Or actually, I'll just do this in the actual group then. First in the world, and then auto possess player 0, which is already mesh density much. I wonder how dense this is. Oh, whoops. Crap. Oh, they changed them to alt commands? Doesn't seem that bad. Famous last words, though, I guess. Let's see how big the other meshes are. I might just have to upscale these meshes. Okay, no, that's fine. So then maybe, you know what? Now I realize these grass blocks aren't meant to be used like this. Which is like, I should have just realized that earlier. But, you know. I just figured, you know, he's walking on grass, you know. So, in the end, John, you're just correct. Always correct. Yeah, see? Why make, like, a dense-ass, like, platform full of copies when you can just make one giant mesh that has, not that many tries. See, that is much less dense than the other one. So yeah, John over here looking out for me. Thanks, man. Modular pieces. They're great. Oh yeah, me too, dude. I don't get to do this like very often. That's another reason why I kind of wanted to do this whole thing, was because like I started out as a level designer and like I haven't actually used that skill in like a little while, so any excuse to like flex this. I I've been well, I adopted a like I basically I stopped like my Adobe subscription because like I just got super fed up with Adobe, and so like now I just like I've gone basically to like this free dev where I use like either like software that I can buy in perpetuity or like I can just own, or download free software that I can, like open source software that I can just download and donate to, because like I just can't with Adobe anymore. Yeah, dude, like it's all on the preparation, but man, once you guys get rolling on that stuff, man, like I think you guys are gonna do some really good work with Chrono. Uh, I can't wait, dude. I'm excited for you guys. Okay. I mean, it's not the most uniform thing around, but Oh yeah, no, I was mainly like referring to John stuff, Jose, but yeah, it's like the same to you. Like once you get all your stuff going, like it's gonna be pretty exciting. Uh, John and his girlfriend are working on something like way cool as well. So, um, I'll let him fill you in on the details if he wishes. But it's just what they're working on is really cool. No, but like I'm excited for both of you guys. Like, because both you guys are like actually working on some cool stuff. I'm like surrounded by people that are like working on all sorts of cool things. It just excites me. And I'll let Jose fill you in on the details, but I think it's like a yeah, yeah that. Pretty soon he's gonna be able to play Freebird blindfolded. I really like these pieces. These pieces are really well put together. I wasn't actually expecting a whole lot, but I do like these the way that they have these pieces put together. Jim Crochet. We do that time in the bottle. Nice. Oh, you know, me and my my hot ukulele skills that I have. I like to work fast. Oh my gosh, it's really late / early. No, I can't make that jump. Unless I put in a double jump. Should I put in a double jump? I feel like that might be cheating just to get past this one jump. Also, I don't have a kill Z. As the Emperor says. Alright, I'll move these things a little closer for now. I don't want to require the player to double jump just yet. Cool. Yeah, I really love these platforming pieces. It's such a nice surprise that that they mesh so well. No pun intended. Oh, they got buttons and stuff as well. What's this look like? It's literally just a big red cylinder. Oh, the bouncy you. Cool. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Bounce pad. Yeah, I could do a bounce pad. Bounce pad would be pretty nifty. I'm just kind of freestyling it with this level, which is really nice. I used to like draw stuff out. I used to like I always felt the need, like I needed to, like, you know, have like a layout or something, but I don't know, it's just, there's something about freestyling the stuff that just makes it feel really organic for me. Yeah, I'm gonna give them some sort of like extra jump mechanic, I think. So maybe a double jump or a bounce pad. But I don't want to do it for like this first level bit. A slide mechanic? Not very hard. I had made I've made a few like dash mechanics already. The cool part is like in the character movement, you literally control ground friction. So you could just make a thing where like you just set the ground friction to 0 for like a little bit, and then you set it back to, what is it, like 8? Yeah, 8. So it's like you set ground friction to 0, then you do an impulse in the direction you want to go, and then you can do it by a timer, and then after a certain amount of time you can set ground friction back to whatever, and you've got a dash mechanic or a slide mechanic or what have you. You know, little plants and stuff and trees. Oh, this, I could make some all sorts of cool stuff. These pieces, I love the way that these pieces come together, like the way that they do. It's just so so cool how they designed them. This whole section isn't going to be very as symmetrical as I would like, but whatever. Who's counting? I don't even know why I'm making this like a two-sided thing, but maybe this could be like a little puzzle area. Who knows? There's like a switch on one side and a gate on the other or something. Okay. It's looking pretty swell. Did you say so myself? Just casually, like just super casually. I mean, I could shout bloody murder if you would like. I mean, if that makes you feel any better, I could do that. Well, we're in a pickle here. Jose wants me to shout like a madman, and John wants to keep his job. Decisions. But I am going to just do a quick playthrough right now. Okay. No! I am definitely going to need a double jump. Super definitely going to need a double jump. Medleys. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give I have to fix the falling animation. I'm gonna probably give him an attack and some enemies. Probably tomorrow. What I'm gonna do right now, though, is I'm going to what was I gonna do? Oh, light mass. The light mass importance volume. This is like noob trap #1 for Unreal Engine. Like, before you build lighting, for the love of God, I had a light mass importance value. John knows. Because, man, if you do not add this volume around whatever you've got, Unreal will make you regret everything in your life. You know what? You know what? You know what? Just gonna throw in a skybox just for the hell of it. It's like mid-afternoon. Now it's like pure daytime. Man, Unreal is dope. I love this engine so much. Alright. Just gonna build me some lighting. Please don't crash, Unreal. I was good to you. Yes, allow access for swarm agent. One of these days I'm going to have an array of computers that's just going to act as my swarm agent. And then they'll just sit there rendering lighting for me. Right? The future is coming, man. I see it. I see it. We'll all just have amazing machines. Oh yeah, cool. That didn't take long at all. All right, Jose. I'm gonna play through it one more time with this nice lighting. Yeah. Sweet. Man, this engine is so good. I love it. That little strut he's got when he's walking. That's right. I'll release this game and then just add the rest of it in as we go along. You spent some time in Unity, right? How was that? Unity actually isn't bad, man. I actually like. I'm actually kind of into Unity. Um, it's no replacement for Unreal, but I will say like Unity has come a long way, and like it's on like I'd say it's pretty close to on parity with Unreal. Like it's got ray tracing. It had ray tracing before CryEngine, so there's that. Um, but I mean, you know, it's at this point, it's kind of like either you like one or you like the other. But you know, Unity's I think is still a pretty worthwhile. Is becoming a pretty worthwhile engine now for me. But it's not that it's gonna like replace Unreal. Like I effing love Unreal. Unreal is amazing. um, I just like knowing how game technology works, which is why I have like a goal to like learn as much of it as possible. But man, it's hard to like argue with the results of Unreal, man. That's why I like this. Like I was able to like get this far, you know, in about 2 hours or so. And I have a clear direction in my head about how I'm going to keep going. I'm gonna add an attack for him, and I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I know that it's probably gonna work, most likely. I'll add some basic enemies, implement something, probably the mechanic you were talking about, put in some music, like put in a menu. But I know how I'm gonna do all of that because Unreal is super dope, and like I've been using it for a long time. So anyway, I think I'm gonna call it for right now, guys. I'm pretty happy with where I've gotten. I'm gonna just compile the video and post it. John, I don't do. Is it okay if I post this in the Discord somewhere? Thanks, both you guys. Thanks for kind of kicking it with me on the stream. Uh, had a lot of fun bantering back and forth with you guys. I didn't feel as lonely. So yeah, thanks for seeing me through this. So I will probably, I don't know if you guys are going to be on tomorrow, but I'm going to probably be on maybe earlier tomorrow. I'm thinking because tonight was kind of like I had planned to do this earlier, but just didn't have a chance to. So, but anyway, I will probably be on tomorrow. If you guys aren't on, then you guys can just catch the restream. But thanks, guys. Thanks again. I will see you later.